Yo, everybody. Hello. Testing one, two, three. How are y'all doing? How is everybody doing on this fine Tuesday evening? Just want to welcome everybody in. My name is Gabe, and I am the host of this wonderful platform, Ultimate Black Man, where we discuss all things relationships between black men and black women. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? As I've said before, I am still getting the hang of all this live things, this live stuff. So y'all bear with me as time goes on. This broadcast will get better and better. In fact, once I'm done here, I am I'll be working on some stuff um to improve the quality of the live stream. So y'all just bear with me. And y'all know me. I'm big on quality, so I really appreciate you guys for being here. How's everybody's Tuesday? If you are here, please say hello in the chat. Please say hello in the chat and share this. Share this room. Share this live stream. Put it in your stories. Share it, please. Let me know who is in here. I know y'all will trickle on in throughout the broadcast. But y'all let me know who is in here. Say hello to me. What's up, Jonathan? I see you, brother. I was on time today. Barely, but I got here. I got here. I'm on time. Y'all pray my strength. Cause I was like, don't do them like that today. Don't do them like that. Don't do them like that. One day I'm gonna be on time for everything. Were you in the live stream on TikTok, Jonathan? Were you able to come by? My TikTok live was lit yesterday. Oh man, it was lit. I was like, I need to do this more often. TikTok is so sensitive about, you know, saying certain things. It was starting to get a little annoying. Yeah, I was late. I was like an hour and a half late for TikTok. I think tomorrow is Instagram, and I'm probably going to postpone it or move it back to like 8:30, 9 o'clock because I got to go to the gym tomorrow. Like, I'm super, super busy, man. It's crazy. Who else is in the chat? I see it's about 6 of us in here. Say hello to me, everybody that's in. Y'all say hello before we get started on today's topic. As you can see, we're going to be talking about the incel epidemic. We're going to be talking about the incel epidemic, and I saw something online that I'm gonna have to find a way to upload it, but we gotta watch this clip. It was crazy. Jonathan, did you see that clip on Twitter with the fresh and fit? Did you see that where they showed their audience and all the audience looked like a bunch of incels, look like dudes that ain't been laid since 1996. It was crazy work. Um, I need to pull it up because I want to show people today as we get into the topic. Yeah, man, that man, I couldn't believe he actually did that. Like though, my favorite one was the white dude, the white dude who looked like CM Punk. What's up, LA Miles? How you doing, bro? Good to see you. LA Miles. Long time supporter. I appreciate it. Um, Yeah. Oh, what's up, Elijah? How you doing, brother? Yeah, always. Yeah, it's yeah, absolutely. 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 Who else is in here with me? How's y'all's Tuesday go today? Everybody been chilling. I can't believe it's already Tuesday. Tomorrow is hump day. Now let me pull up. I'll pull up a couple articles here. I'm gonna pull up a couple articles here. Yeah, we're gonna read a couple of these things. Doing great. That's good, LA Miles. That's good. That's good. That's good. How was everybody's weekend? Did y'all do some tricking? Did y'all do y'all some tricking? Jonathan, I know you was doing some tricking. Who you trick off on this week, Jonathan? Who you trick off on? Who you trick off on, Jonathan? Can someone can someone find that study that showed oh yeah. This was 6 months ago. Men 18 to 25, they've never approached a woman. You leave that to me. I don't mind tricking. I don't mind. You know, if she got some pretty feet, I'm tricking. I'm trick her off. You know. All right, yeah, I got it. I think I'm gonna share. Let me lower this. Cool. And did you tag me in that clip, Jonathan, of it's X now? Of them incels. Find that for me and tag me so I can share it with the people. Tag me. Let me see if I bookmarked it. Nah, I didn't bookmark it. I should have. Tag me if you can find it. You stay in your salary cap. I hear you. Yeah, tricking is for grown men. Somebody I posted the video on TikTok and Instagram. They're not doing as well as I actually thought they would do, but someone just posted what's wrong with them. The wardrobe can always be changed. And this is a woman saying this. See, ladies, that's how y'all get caught up with them losers. But we'll get to that in a minute. If you can find it, just let me know. But let me say this real quick. For those that are new here, thank you for coming by. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay. Uh, I streamed years ago on YouTube. I went over to Clubhouse, and Clubhouse died. And I came back for a minute, and then I went to TikTok, grew that. But I'm not new to live streaming, but I'm like I've returned after years of not doing it. So it's gonna take me a while to get back accustomed to talking and doing live stream shows, but I felt like Sunday I did really well. I felt like yesterday I did really well, so I learned pretty quick. So again, y'all just give me more time. These streams will become much, much more inviting and inclusive and professional. If you're not following me on my other platforms, please do. Instagram at Ultimate Black Man, TikTok at Ultimate Black Man. I am on those other platforms and this one as well. Please follow me on everything. As the government has shown, we don't know what might happen with these platforms. Whether it be, I know TikTok's at, on the chopping block right now, but other platforms, you don't know. Anything could happen. So make sure you're following me everywhere I can be found. Okay. All right. So on today's topic, I, I wanted to do this live stream today. And it is in regards to the angry incel epidemic. And here's my thing with the whole incel thing. Incels aren't really anything new. Okay. Incels have been around for a very long time. When I was in school, these were usually like the goth kids, and they kind of stayed in their own zone, in their own world. And they played, what is it? League, not League of Legends. That's what they play now, but they played that game. What's that game they play? They play it on the movie, the show, Stranger Things, Dungeons and Dragons. So, back in my day, the incels, they played Dungeons and Dragons and they kind of stayed in their own little world. They were losers. Did people make fun of them? Absolutely. But it just kind of stayed in their own area of society. They didn't really mix and mingle with other people, right? But as the internet evolved, and in 2005, when this thing called social media blew up and took off, it began to give other marginalized, quote unquote, marginalized groups of people a voice, right? What's up, Terry? How are you? It's good to see you. Oh, I got Terry modded up. I did Terry got a wrench. Look at Terry. Terry don't love me no more, y'all. She used to. She waiting on everything to pop off again. We gonna see her every night. I'm kidding, Terry. It's good to see you. But as social media began to develop and fill out, and we had these different platforms, again, everybody had a voice. It's a gift and a curse because there are some people that have a voice that shouldn't. I hate saying that, because of free speech. I know people don't want to hear that, but it's the truth. Everybody don't need a voice. So, but these groups, again, that nobody really paid attention to, and still into this day, that nobody pays attention to in the real world, right? They have a voice online. And so these groups of men begin to meet each other and they began to create these small offset subset groups of men. Some call it, the manosphere. Then you have the black manosphere. Now people are saying the manosphere is dead. Whatever. Save yourself, black man. Men going MGTOW. MGTOW was really big at one point. Men going their own way. And it's just a group of men that nobody really takes serious in the real world getting together and harassing and triggering people online. Okay. And that developed the modern day incel. Okay. And incels are men who, again, just sit online all day. Most of their friends are online. They don't have in person friends, and they just sit online and talk mess all day. Okay, and this is reflected, right? This is reflected in the dating space, and everything that you see happening online is beginning to take shape and begin to manifest itself in the real world. What are you talking about, Gabe? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, all right, yeah, I'm actually going to do the whole window. I'm sharing my screen as you can see. I'm gonna make myself disappear. Right. And it says 45% of men age 18 to 25 have never approached a woman in person, right? And this was back in August of 2024, but this got big again. Like this recently went viral like the past week. How many of you guys have seen the posts like Shade Room and all them got, they shared this and it got all big and everything, right? 45%. It says right here, I read this story by Dean Brooks the other day, and the statistic literally floored me. 45% seems like an astronomically high number. I couldn't believe it. Dean writes a compelling article rife with true romance references, but does he really hit the nail on the head? Thinking about it, I started thinking about what statistics actually tell us and how sometimes we give them greater importance than what they hold. For example, a few decades ago, a baseball player was considered a great hitter if he had a .300 batting average. Another player that only hit .25 would be considered significantly worse, right? So it says right here in context of this stat, all that's being told to us is that 45% of Gen Z men age 18 to 25 have never approached a woman in person for a date. Now, if you believe that statistic, put a 1 in the chat. If you believe that statistic, put a 1 in the chat. Now he says that doesn't mean they're all looking to date, that they aren't meeting women by other means or anything. They simply haven't been approaching women in person in public settings, as the author of the tweet states numerous times in his tweet thread. And so here's the guy that wrote it right here. Why are young men single? Are they excluded from a brutal mating market by society? Probably not. 45% of men ages 18 and 25 have never approached a woman in person. Right. A sizable minority of men are not approaching women at all. In the entire data set, 29% of men said they never approached a woman in person before. 27% said it had been more than a year. This was larger for men in the age group of 18 to 25. 45% had never approached a woman. Mm. This is again consistent with the hypothesis of a generational risk aversion trend in Zoomers. 17% had not approached a woman in more than 1 year. Never in more than 1 year are discrete groups. This means that about half of all single men in my data set are effectively not approaching women for dates. Is that not insane? Now, this guy, he goes on. He goes on. Whatever, whatever. But this has been something people have been discussing for quite some time. Right here, Gen Z's romance gap. Why nearly half of young men aren't dating. Okay, and right here it has the chart that shows how over recent years, y'all see that big gap between Gen X and millennials. It started with us millennials. I'm a millennial. It started here. But look how that dropped off, right? Look how that dropped off. And look at the numbers here, the big gap. 23 to 32. That's huge. And this is big too. This is a big jump, right? So she goes on to say, until recently, American culture has operated on the flawed notion that teenage dating and sex required little encouragement. Teenage romance was once seen as a natural part of American adolescence. How many of y'all remember that when you were a teenager? It was just kind of thought that you would be, dating out here, right? Unless you had very strict parents. This, it turns out, is completely wrong. Teenage dating is not inevitable, and it's a rapidly disappearing part of the American teenage experience. Wow. These relationships often served as inspiration for Hollywood's tragedies and comedies, but in real life, they are frequently formative and incredibly valuable for young people. Moreover, the decline of teen dating may be having an especially pernicious impact on the development of young men. That is a big word to use in an article. Oh my God. If y'all are in here, say hello to me. For all the new people coming in, it's 12 people in here right now. Say hello. Share this. Share this, please. That's all I'm asking. I ain't doing no begging for no donations. Not yet. I'm gonna start. I ain't begging for donations. Not yet. All I'm asking is y'all to share and say hello. That's it. Now, I know for a fact that this is going to go on. It talks about, it says, in the late 90s, Monroe County, New York, where I grew up, launched the Not Me, Not Now campaign to encourage teens to abstain from sex. Sex education classes in my high school offered little information, and conversations about healthy relationships and dynamics were absent. Much of the public and political attention was focused on reducing unfortunate outcomes of teenage sex. The local campaign in my community was part of a national movement to reduce teen pregnancy, which was really big in the 90s. The Clinton administration made addressing teen pregnancy a priority in their first term, proposing a national mobilization to combat it. In 96, the Department of Health and Human Services launched a national strategy to prevent teen pregnancy. I actually remember this. I actually remember that. And I wasn't a teen at that time, but I remember that being pushed. It worked. Teen pregnancy fell steadily during the 90s and continued to fall over the next 2 decades, mostly because more teens avoided sex altogether. Governmental surveys have recorded double-digit declines in teenage sexual experience since the late 1980s. So when these old boomers talk about, oh, these kids are so this and that, well, show them this. Okay. For most Americans, the decline of teenage pregnancies is a reason to celebrate. And for many, falling rates of teen sex represent an equally positive development. I don't disagree with that. How many of you guys agree with that? Put a one in the chat. But it's not just sex that's declined among teens, it's romantic relationships overall. Teens are dating less. A survey conducted by the Survey Center of American Life found that only 56% of Gen Z adults and 54% of Gen Z men said they were involved in a romantic relationship at any point during their teenage years. This represents a remarkable change from previous generations where teenage dating was much more common. More than three quarters of baby boomers, 78%, and Gen Xers, 76%, report having had a boyfriend or girlfriend as teenagers. Wow. 44% of Gen Z men today report having no relationship experience at all during their teen years, double the rate of older men. Think about that, y'all. That's insane. 44% of Gen Z men today report having no relationship experience at all during their teen years, double the rate for older men. 44%. So these boys turn into men at 18, and between 18 and 25, they don't date. So right here, this is what I want to focus on. The three reasons they're not dating, and then I'm going to tell you what I feel is the real issue. There seems to be three probable causes of dating decline: immersive technology, parental supervision, which I do think that's part of it, and changing norms. You said, where did the 304s go? They're still around. They're still around. But we're going to get to that in a minute. And I agree, Terry, this is sad. There's a lot of reasons to fret over smartphone and social media. One unappreciated aspect of their usage is that they can promote passivity. Too many teens watch online imitations of life experiences instead of having their own. More teens are content watching from the sidelines rather than becoming active participants in their own lives. Video games have also changed the social landscape. particularly for teenage boys. Half of Gen Z men report that they play video games daily, often with their friends. But in most cases, online socializing is a poor replacement for real world hangouts. Fewer friends mean fewer dates, too. My own research shows that spending time with friends was strongly associated with teenage dating. That's absolutely facts. Technology has certainly reduced incentives for teens to hang out in person, but parenting likely plays a role as well. Parents are far more involved in their children's lives today than previous generations, abetted by technologies that permit them to actively monitor their behavior and whereabouts. Nothing more quickly quashes romantic aspirations than the constant hovering of helicopter parents. True. Teenage relationships tend to emerge in the absence of parental supervision. Okay. But perhaps the strongest argument for why teen dating has declined is that young people simply no longer view it as a priority. Surveys show that young people put marriage and serious relationships on the back burner. Perhaps this is why research from UCLA that young adults ages 18 to 24 want to see less sex and romance in television shows and movies. The preferred age for getting married has shifted steadily older over the last few decades. In 2020, Gallup found that more than half of Americans believe the ideal age for men to get married is late 20s or later. I actually agree with that. And one time it was fairly common for high school relationships to lead to marriage. Absolutely. Sometimes shortly after graduation. This is far less common today and less socially accepted when it does happen. Even if marriage is a goal, it is a far more distant one than it once was. And educational attainment and professional priorities supersede interest in establishing romantic relationships. Okay. So, yeah, I do think that is part of it, right? I do think that is part of it. Let me see. However, I think a lot of this boils down to programming and propaganda, right? Because who do you think is actually supporting these red pill incel podcasts, right? Who do y'all think are actually doing this? Jonathan, if you in here and you can see, oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Got it. I got it. Give me a sec. Who do y'all think is actually pushing this narrative and have these folks brainwashed into believing that dating is for, suckers and losers and it doesn't benefit anyone, right? Who do y'all think is actually doing that? Well, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. It's these fellows. Watch this. Watch this. Watch it again. All right. Watch it one more time. Oh, it's muted. It's muted. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Let me share my sound. Let me see. Let me share my sound. Let me see. Let me share my sound. Hold on. I want y'all to watch this again. We going we gonna do it. Hold up. Alright, I got y'all. One moment. Let me see how I can share the sound here. Hmm. Uh-oh. Alright, let me stop sharing. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Stop screen. Oh, yeah, there it is. So if I do window. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I got y'all. Here it comes. Alright, here y'all go. Y'all gonna be able to hear it now. Y'all ready? Here we go. Watch this. We're gonna watch this a couple times. Watch this.
So we did a thing, man. We do it live, baby. Let's go! So we did a thing, man. We do it live, baby. Let's go!
Y'all see these dudes? Do y'all see these dudes? Yo, Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all who my favorite was, and it's the white dude right here. Y'all see my cursor? Y'all see, like, this man? Like, look, y'all. Like, seriously, look at the white dude behind the man with the black hat on. Look, this man is 52 years old. Like, he every bit of 50, and he's at the incel convention. Like, dog, are you serious? So when people say, "Oh, these platforms aren't that dangerous, they aren't that serious," now the room ain't full, because here's the thing: most of the real supporters of these two clowns, and we all know who they are, they're not there. They're not there because they ain't got the money to be there, right? But this is real. That's a fact, Jonathan. You said which one in the oversized blazer? Let's see. Let's find them, Terry. Let me see if I can see you.
So we did a thing, man.
Let me see if I can see
We
you.
do it live, baby. Let's go!
Which one is it, Terry? Like, look at this. Do y'all see these dudes? Look at this. Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? So when you see stuff like this, no, like saying no real talk now. Okay. When you see stuff like this, and then you start to go back and read a lot of these articles that are coming out that men between 18 and 24 never have approached a woman, it makes sense, does it not? Look at this dude right here in the orange next to the guy. Like, this whole front row. Like, do you think these dudes are actually getting laid? Now, women definitely play a part into why this is happening, and I'm gonna get on them in a minute. But the last people you want to listen to when it comes to how to treat women, how to approach women, and how to get top quality women, the last two dudes you want to listen to are these two fellows. These are the last two you want to listen to. And so over the years, right? Over the years between 2015 and 2025, this hasn't just come out of nowhere. A lot of this were behind paywalls and private, secret, not even private, secret Facebook groups. Y'all know y'all can have secret Facebook groups. This was all done in secret. I was in those groups. Some of y'all may have been in them. I was in them 2014, 2015, 2016. I was in these groups. And what a lot of these dudes did, like Fresh and Fit, is that they took a lot of those talking points and things discussed in those groups and went public with it and created quote unquote movements. And what it does, men used to challenge men to self improve, but not anymore. What men do is that they come together and they trauma bond off things that shouldn't matter anymore. Why are y'all coming together trauma bonding off men? Why are y'all coming together as men trauma bonding off women who rejected you decades ago? That's all this is. None of the men in this photo, in this video, are kept. None of them. And they're at a Fresh and Fit incel convention. Are you serious? Approaching women used to be a rite of passage. Like it was something that transferred you from adulthood, well, from childhood to manhood, from boyhood to manhood. It's like a rite of passage. And when you were young, when you're 15, 16, 17, you got all that fear of rejection out your system. Being told no by a woman is a rite of passage. But now the men don't want to do anything. They don't want to work. Men are leaving the job force in droves. They don't want to approach women. They're spending money. Again, not to self-improve. Fresh and Fit cannot help you get women, not quality women. They can help you get the women y'all complain about. How would I know? Look at their platform. They're trying, Jonathan. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I ain't never seen a quality woman on the Fresh and Fit podcast. It's nothing but 304s. They be hurt being turned turned by a 9 or team. Meanwhile, that's average looking women. They would actually date them. That's a fact. But men have been told that if they settle or if they get with a 6 or a 7 or 5 or 5, 6 or 7, that they are settling. That's what these men are being told. This dude here, all these dudes, Fresh and Fit is just gonna teach them or try to teach them anyway how to get 8s, 9s, and 10s. Not understanding that 8s, 9s, and 10s cost. If you're gonna deal with a dime, it take money to deal with dimes. I don't care what these dudes tell you. They can call me a simp, trick, it don't matter. If you dealing with superior women, they come with superior costs. When a lot of these dudes could take their little socially awkward ass and go get with average Becky. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But instead, they paying these dudes a few $100s to sit around and be told that they're losers, because Fresh and Fit do be calling them dudes losers. And then try and turn around and tell them that, this is how you talk to women, this is how you treat women, and women like this, women like that. Like, these men don't know what quality women are. They don't. If a quality woman came and hit them in the face, they'd have no idea what it is. We are in an incel epidemic. And these men are so feminine and they're so moist and they're so soft and they're so weak. Every man desires to date. It's in our human nature to want to be laid up with a woman. It just is. But there are ways you have to approach women. You have to learn the game. And going to the incel convention to sword fight and Trump. I think some of these dudes is gay too, by the way. But going to the incel convention to trauma bond with your other internet buddies isn't going to get you the required result that you think. Dating has changed. Men have to have EQ today. Absolutely. To be high value now, you need money and EQ. That's a fact. You can't just have money. You do have to be emotionally intelligent. Yeah, they're teaching caveman tactics, and caveman tactics only work on what? 304s. And these men say they hate 304s. The math ain't math. How you hate 304s, but you always around a 304? Can somebody help me make that make sense? Help me like make this make sense to me. Like Gabe wanted to make sense. It don't make sense to me. Now, I will say this as far as the women are concerned, and I'm almost done. Let's see. Gabe for real and lust is so bad. These men, y'all, you heard what I said? They be DL. And a lot of these dudes be coming to these conventions to sleep with one another, but I digress. I will say this to the women. Okay. I'm going to say this, and I know it's a few women in here listening. And you may not like this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Part of this is your fault. Part of it. And the reason I say that is women for the last 10 years have been running around on social media bragging about these incels being in their DMs and making fun of them and publicly humiliating them. Okay. Been doing this for a whole decade. And there's only so much humiliation that these men are going to take before they back out and say, you know what? Never mind. There's only so much humiliation these men are going to take before they shut down, resign, and say, you know what? Y'all can have it. All this ain't on them. Y'all can't be out here making fun of these dudes. That's what they supposed to do. They supposed a man. I don't care if he's a nerd, short, tall, black, white. A man is supposed to approach. Right? It's all about the pursuit. Correct? You get online and make fun of them, they're gonna stop. Now y'all wondering why they're not saying nothing to you. Now men ages 18 to 25 not even dating. And how much you want to bet that number extends between 18 and 30? Because I have women who are older, 30, 35, that aren't getting approached by men either. How much you want to bet that number extends to that age group? And the reason, again, men don't, rejection is a part of the journey. Excuse me, y'all, my allergies are kind of getting to me. Rejection is a part of the journey. But you don't have to humiliate these men. Women are so hell bent on clout chasing, trying to get clout, trying to go viral so they can get a few likes on their profile. And women have created this rough, volatile dating environment where the men don't even want to say anything to you. Women were complaining on TikTok about how they'll come into a room, and in the past, men would get up and give them their seat. Nowadays, the men won't even get up. Men won't even get up. So these men they're not all wrong here, okay? They're not all wrong. Women have created this environment. Jonathan, you're absolutely correct. Men started to compare notes. That's the gift of the internet. And men see, here's the thing. Men are seeing how women react when a woman is really into you. The lady who flew down there to Atlanta to see that YN, they'll take off work, they'll pay their own flight. If she really mess with you, she mess with you, and that's what they gonna do. These men aren't slow. They're definitely comparing notes. Now, y'all know how I feel, right? Is that all men aren't created equal. All men are not created equal. And that some men have benefits that other men just cannot get. It's just the luck of the draw, right? It's just the game that happens. But women absolutely have played a part in creating this environment of these incel men. Now, do I think it's going to get better? Absolutely. I do think it's going to get worse before it gets better, though. I do think it'll get worse before it gets better. But I do think both men and women, and particularly black men and women, are going to begin to come together, right? They're going to come together and say, look, you did this, I did this. How can we forgive each other and move forward? I do think that that will happen. Hello, Netta. How are you, ma'am? Good to see you. Greetings to you. I do think that will happen one day, but I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. These men want they lick back. All them incels. Let me show y'all these. Y'all want to hear it again? Y'all want to hear it again? Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again. Look at these boys. Terry, your husband in here, Terry. Did you know that?
So we did a thing, man.
Terry, your
We
husband.
do it live, baby. Let's go!
Yo, I still can't get over white dude right here. I kind of feel bad for white dude. He got on the little rough shoes and the jeans, and he every bit of 55 in there with these young dudes. Terry said her husband in here. She sure did. It's that light skin one in the front. That's your man. Nah, it's the Terry me and this dude right here. The dude with the black and yellow on with the watch and that fro. That's Terry type right there, y'all. Look at him. Ooh-wee.
So we did a thing, man. We do it live, baby.
Look
Let's
at
go!
him. Terry. And you can see the social awkwardness. These dudes got the spirit of weirdo on them. Can't y'all see how weird these dudes look? They just don't even look comfortable. So do y'all see that? You talk about be about TikTok live, Netta? Right. What's the go? What? Look who it is. How are you doing? So good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. So good to see you. So good to see you. He look like that guy on TikTok every day. Right. They all look suspect. Fat, Netta. I talked about that. A lot of them probably in there hooking up with each other. But I digress. Look at how socially awkward they look.
So we did a thing, man. We do it live, baby. Let's go!
Like, you know these niggas don't get no coochie. Like, it's just they ain't been near no coochie since the 99 and the 2000. You can tell that these dudes didn't date between 18 and 25 and beyond. Okay, Terry, let me see what you sent me. Let me see what you sent me. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, that dude be getting it in, Terry. He do look like him. But that dude, they'll probably get laid. Ain't nobody in that room getting laid unless they paying. unless they paying. I do agree with this, and I'm actually gonna do a live stream on that. How standards and boundaries are a facade for a lot of women. Um, Standards become rules. If your standard doesn't apply to every man, it's a rule, not a standard. And rules apply to a certain group. Standards apply to everybody. Most women don't have standards, they have rules. Says last date was to see House Party 1 when it released. Absolutely. Looks like the the He-Man woman hater convention. I call it incel con. These dudes up at there in incel con. It's crazy. Y'all see the dude, the little white dude back. Every time I look, I see something else that's hilarious. Look at the little dude back here in the suit. The white dude right here in the suit. Bro, you couldn't pay me to be in the building with these dudes. Like when I see stuff like this, I be like, man, you know what? This is why women so damn upset. Look, this is who they got to choose. If this is the group y'all got to choose from, y'all are doomed. Y'all are doomed. If this is who y'all got to choose from, it's over. It's over. This is crazy. But in any regard, what else do you guys have to say about today's show? I need to start putting the link up here so y'all can hop up here. I may start doing that. We'll see. They went to Fresh and Fit because they can't afford to be a passport, bro. That's a fact. That's a fact. They ain't got no money. They can't get no passport. They can't go over there to Brazil and Thailand to trick off. So they up there circle jerking each other like a bunch of losers. How do I feel about the recent epidemic of men like Slim Thug, Uncle Luke, and Jamal Woollard exclaiming non-black women is better? I can someone send me what Jamal Woollard said? Please and thank you. I have a video of Slim Thug, Uncle Luke. If I could get the clip of Jamal Woollard, that'll be great. I think it's a bunch of BS. So as I said, non-black women were easier. So black women should be shamed because they have standards for men, black men. Okay. That's what I took from it. I totally disagree. I totally disagree with the take. I thought it was very ignorant and one-minded. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard of Jamal Woollard. I don't know exactly what he does, but yeah, send that to me so I can see it. You can email it to me if you like. ultimateblackmanradio@gmail.com. But I think it's insane to sit there and say that. Oh, he sure did. That's right, she loves. He played Biggie and Notorious. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. Sure did. I think it's crazy to sit there and say that. I don't. Non-black women are easier. I think that black women have a standard they want their men to meet. That's what I think. That's what I believe. And you want to know the truth be told? These men be tricking off on them non-black women. That's what be going on too. Also, what black men don't understand is that these non-black women have a fetish for them. It's not anything serious. Every time it's time to get serious about somebody, they're not marrying you. Can we start there? They'll roll around with you little dusty Negroes for years. They get ran through in college by Negroes and everything. But when it's actually time to start a family and give themselves over fully to a man, they're not doing it to you Negroes. They go find a Chad or a Bragg or a Julio or a Juan or a Meng Wei, a Daigo, June Lee. That's who they go settle with and marry. They don't marry you. You've seen nothing more than a phallus. Right? And if we want to keep it a buck, when he's talking about Latino women she loves, pardon me, when he's talking about Latino women, those women be built like a white refrigerator. Those Latinas that them black men be rolling around with be built for it tough. Like if we don't talk about it, let's talk about it for real. Those dudes don't be with no dime. Y'all think Uncle Luke could go to Miami and pull 8, 9, or 10, a Latina that's an 8, 9, or 10, a Colombian woman, a Brazilian? Like let's be for real. Unless he tricking. Unless he tricking. That's a fact, Terry. It be bottom of the barrel non-black women. Their own men don't want. Exactly. But a lot of these dudes have a Sambo spirit. They got a coon spirit inside of their soul. Come on, y'all. Absolutely. They do be built for it tough. Shoulders big as mine. Why is not they back? Wide as mine? Those women are for clout and a visa. Absolutely. Those dudes still ain't caught on to that game. It's crazy. And Jonathan, you're right about this. It's not an ounce of game. Fresh and Fit are the biggest tricks on the internet. They are the biggest tricks on the internet. And all that money these little incels give to them, they use in turn to go trick off on the baddies that wouldn't want them unless they had the money. Like, let's be for real. Especially nowadays, they don't even know who that man is. Couldn't even name a 2 Live Crew song. Right. Uncle Luke needs to shut up because he made money off the back of black women and off he made a living off the back of black women and off denigrating and defecating on black women. So you don't get to run around here talking about some, oh yeah, you black women ain't. Excuse me, sir? Sometimes I feel like these dudes are paid agents. Like, because it happens like every 3 or 4 months, some bozo gets online with these tired talking points. Hey, the other group of women most submissive. Not to you. Nobody wants Shamar Moore be nice to look at, but we all know he gay. You're hilarious. Well, actually, everybody can't look like Shamir Moore. That's true. Do y'all? But I don't think men understand that. Like, if a personality gets you so much further than money can. Like, the personality is half the battle. Now, you can't be no broke dude dealing with a quality woman. Quality is the key word here, okay? But your personality gets you places your looks can't. That married non-black woman, Steve Smith. Yo, let me say this. If you are a married woman, I don't care if your marriage is on the rocks. If you are a married woman and you are letting another man come in you, there's a special place in hell for women like you. My man, Third War Colombian, good to see you, my guy. Always good to see my brother Third War coming through with the support. Yeah, exactly. Like women just want you to be cool. Like Terry said, you got to be kind of intelligent, right? Emotionally intelligent. And you a good person, half the battle is won. Like a woman will work with you. And even if you get the money straight, oh, that woman will go to war for you. I don't understand why men are pushing back on taking care of their one woman. It doesn't make sense to me. You're a person. I'm not talking about these she devils that y'all running behind. These women with nasty spirits that y'all just be so whooped on and in love with. They have nasty souls and spirits and they take advantage of y'all when it's, divorce time. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about really kind, sweet women. Yeah, all these men complain about divorce and women this and women that. They never talk about how they saw the red flags in the woman and they still decided to marry them, still decided to put babies in them, still decided to stay, and the red flags be there. I get so tired of hearing that. Oh, these women. Oh my God. I've been dogged by women. And y'all know when I first started my platform, I cooked women. I still cook women. Women do some really terrible things. But men need to put their focus on attracting quality women, and quality women doesn't mean baddie. What does her heart space look like? Is she a family advocate? Do she believe in traditional values? Does she believe in partnership and helping you and you helping her? Does she believe in making things easeful for you as you make things easeful for her? Is she smart? Is she intelligent? Is she educated? Does she want to pour into your kids so when you die and y'all have kids and you die, your name lives on and you can be proud of it when you look down from heaven? That's what you should be looking for. But too many dudes, all they want to look for is a nice smile, big titties, big booty. That's it. Yeah, she did. She did, Jonathan. That's a fact. They don't want sweet, kind women. They want money. They want women they can brag about to men. That is a fact. That is an absolute fact. Everybody wants the baddie. They don't want them baddie issues, them baddie problems. It's insane. The fetishize black men like some black men do fetishize. Right. Those just were so. Yeah, those texts were insane. She was like, I like it when you come at me. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Can I be honest with y'all? Can I be honest with y'all? I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out. Like Steve Smith, he would have had to see me now. Steve Smith might have would have beat me up. I don't know. But if I was her husband, that bro, like that was very disrespectful. And then when he called him, that man, all he said was, "I'm sorry, bro. You got to catch the fade on it." Now I don't believe in fighting men over women. That one right there, Steve might have had to catch the fade. Steve Smith would have had to go square up, man. He would have had to glove up. I need 3 1-minute rounds. Right, Terry. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, let me do this. So I'll give it another 30. Let me do this. If you would like to come up and join the conversation, you're more than welcome. Of course, over time, this is going to evolve. But people who want to come join the conversation are more than welcome to do so. More than welcome to do so. Did she say that yeah, he did. She did. She was like, "You almost destroyed my IUD." I was like, "Bro." Yeah, bro would have had to see me. Like, we don't have to fight like barbarians in the street, but put the gloves on. I need 3 1-minute rounds. I got to get that out. Cause I can't box her head in. So I'm gonna box yours. Like, usually if it's just like cheating, it's cool, but like the disrespect, like that's another man's wife and you busting in that, bro, you got to run the fade. You have got I would have I'm not a crash out. I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out because stop playing with me. And then after that, I never speak to her again. I never speak to him again. I'd be cool. Wait, Terry, you said you gonna find a YN to mask up and pull down. Yeah. Terry said she got to find a goon. You got to get up out of here after that kind of disrespect. Like on some real talk, that's wild. That was wild. Yeah, no, like for real. Bro, square up. Square up. That's a fact. She said that thing was hot and ready for him. She said she ain't never had no thing like that. Mm-mm. You gotta see me, bro. Mm-mm. You gotta see me. You gotta see me. Put them paws up. And then if I had like a sister or something that could fight, I'll have my sister fight my wife. Box her head in. Cause you can't be out there disrespecting me like that and think things gonna end smooth. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you thought this was a good idea. Absolutely, Terry. Yeah, he seemed like a solid dude. I agree. I agree. You got to see me though. Like, come get these hands. My dad got the women that poured into me. Rest in peace, dead. There you go. There you go. That's why I'm like, this is how y'all getting down out here. It's crazy. That's crazy. How many of you are here from TikTok? Y'all put a one in the chat if you're here from TikTok. I appreciate you for subscribing to the channel and being here. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Put a one in the chat if you're here from TikTok. Netta, oh yes, Netta, I know you. Yeah, you're from TikTok. Good to see you. It's good to see you. Oh, you came. I didn't even know you were here. How are you, dear? I'm gonna have to get you up here one of these days, and we're gonna have to talk about some romantic destinations you can take your woman. Yes, please like this video. That's how YouTube lives work. The more you like it, the more they push it out. And the numbers will come, y'all. The numbers gonna come. I was really building this at one point. We're gonna get back to it. It's gonna take time. That's all. Zan, we're gonna have to get you up here. We can talk about some romantic destinations because y'all know I like tricking. So if I meet somebody I really like, I want to be able to take them somewhere so I can trick in paradise. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about. I want to be able to trick in paradise. I got to get that. Yo, you really want me to do that Pop of the Balloon review, huh, Terry? That show is so crazy. So, ladies, let me ask y'all something, right? Would y'all go on this show, like, for real? Like, I'm genuinely asking. Would y'all go on that show and pop the balloon? I'm genuinely asking, would y'all go? No. That you know what, Terry? You're right. I'm gonna get on it. I think I have a good perspective too to add to it. So I'll get on it. You never go on? No, absolutely not. Like people go on there and it's just like public humiliation. It's like, dang. And y'all see how the Ninja Turtle dude got a little clout on that? He got on that show with Eric Kamina and he got whooped. Ninja Turtle got them paws put on him. Then he got kicked off the show because he got mad because Eric Kamina petted him like a dog. You saw that, Terry? That was crazy. Yeah, black women tend to be the butt of jokes on there and could make you self-conscious. One woman was told she was too short. Right. And I mean, I saw one, right, where it was the one with the lady had the brown shoes on. And one of the dudes with his little feminine sassy ass, he told the dude, he told her that her feet were ugly. And I looked, and y'all know me, I ain't, I'm open about this. I'm a feet guy. If you have ugly feet, it ain't gonna work between you and I. I'm just not interested if your toes ugly. It's just, it's just a thing I have. And they zoomed in on the feet. I wasn't even looking. And he noticed it. He was like, yeah, I think your feet ugly. And they zoomed in and she actually had really nice feet. And I'm like, bro, what? And then some of them little sassy bandits be on there talking about some, yeah, I don't really like that outfit you got on. It's too much color or it ain't enough color. Like they be dead ass. They be dead ass. They be dead ass. I told you about the churchy pop the balloon. Yes. They reached out. Terry, you better not ever be on the pop the balloon. I will block you. I would block you. Yeah, it's a hot mess. Yeah, listen, I have no shame. I do not date women with ugly feet. But that dude there, he took that a little too far. He was like, yeah, your toes ugly. I was like, toes? And then they zoomed in. That show so petty gonna zoom in on that lady feet like that. Wait a minute. Was he going on Pop the Balloon? Was Dr. Umar going on Pop the Balloon? Hold on. That's right. He said that he wanted his almond pecan women. Oh, he did say that. He sure did. He did. I respectfully decline. You funny. You know what? Seeing you, I think he would accept it. I think he would accept it. I think he would, man. I think he would accept it. I think he would accept it. I do. Shout out to Dr. Uwa. That man is funny. Did y'all see him on that Drewski show? Could have been. I think his episode it's not, if it's not next week, it's the week after. I cannot wait. Dr. Umar is one of the funniest men on the internet. And he don't even be trying to be. That's what make it even funnier because he be dead ass. Is that Discord? Yeah, that is Discord you hear in the back. I actually have a personal Discord. Once this channel grows, I'll start promoting it again. But y'all gonna have, if y'all want in that Discord, y'all gonna have to pay. Y'all gonna pay. But we gotta get back popping on the other stuff first. But yes, I have a Discord with about 100 women in it. I actually think I have that, Terry. Hold on. Because I'm not begging tonight. But I am gonna beg. I'm gonna beg. I am. I'm definitely gonna beg. Where is that? Where is that clip? Donations and gifts. I know I got it around here somewhere. Yeah, right here.
I'm not going to bed.
That's the coon hat. I'll find it. And I'm gonna play that. Y'all gonna have to trick all that. I'm telling you, it's coming. I gotta find it again. I'll find it. Donations and gifts. I got it somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna beg. Y'all be around here tricking off on these other content creators, YouTubes and shit. Y'all be making it rain. Okay. I see y'all. We're just gonna give it a few more months. Around summertime, I'm begging. And if you don't give, if the folks don't give, I'm getting up off of here. I mean that. I mean that. Support the damn channel. But yeah, in any regard, ladies and gentlemen, this has been great. Any other questions before I get out of here? Sunday, I'm doing a show about feminine men. I am doing a show about feminine men. Feminine men. I'm doing that Sunday. I will stay consistent. She is Terry, boy. She fighting a good fight. Shout out to Cal Ricky. I ain't mad at her. She is fighting the good fight. Natalie, thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate it. Always supporting me. You're the sweetest woman on earth. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna stay consistent. I promise, Jonathan. I appreciate you holding me accountable. I appreciate you holding me accountable. I appreciate it. We're gonna get back popping. Y'all mark my words. It's a promise that I made to my mom. I said, when I get back to doing it, I'm gonna be consistent. Because that's what she would want. When did you say you were going to talk about tonight's conversation? I'm supposed to do an Instagram live tomorrow, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it, man. I really don't. I have a lot going on tomorrow. I work. I have a business. I trade. And I'm supposed to go to the gym tomorrow. By the time I get back, it'll be like 8, 8:30. I don't know how late people are up on Instagram, but I mean, I could probably start at 9 and I could talk about it there. So we'll see. You see that conversation? I feel you, Terry. Gotta do it on Twitter so everyone can see it. Yeah. Oh, you kind I see. I appreciate it. I'm sick of that conversation. Listen, I called it years ago, y'all, about tonight's conversation. I called it. We was in a voice vibe. I told my Discord members what was going to happen, word for word, bar for bar, and it happened. So tonight's conversation is done. We might hear about it again in a month or so. He'll try and rebrand, put more people on there. He'll try. It's done. See, Terry, no, I called it. No, it's years ago. I'm a prophet, man. I am a prophet. I think Sunday night show is going to be really good. If you want to be on the show, let me know, and we can turn the next after I do my spiel. You can come up and share your thoughts. Not opposed to that. Wait a minute. No way. You're lying to me. They just did a show like a week ago. What? Send me the She Loves or Terry. Either one. Y'all send me the video so I can catch up on it. Y'all know I love me some Six the Goddess. They fell out. Oh, it was months ago. Wow. Let me say this and I'm gonna get out of here. Clout chasing is going to be the death of a lot of these platforms. Tonight's conversation is not going to be the last one to fall. Y'all going to see some of these singular content creators fall off too. Like the fact that men and women can't work together, women and women, that's it's weird. She got married. How long were they doing? Weren't they doing content for about a year, or am I tripping? Because Terry, you said it didn't last long. And they're kind of alpha personalities. Both of them are like alpha personalities. And I'm not saying that they're masculine, but they have alpha personalities. It's not, yeah. She doesn't give the details. Mm. I have a theory, but I will not say that on here because again, I actually like Six, so she cool. Mm. And they have really big platforms, especially Danica. Doesn't Danica have like 500,000 followers on this platform? Good God. The last video is basically Danica calling her what? Yeah, see, they both have really strong alpha personalities. Those you can't put somebody got to be the alpha and somebody kind of got to be the beta if you're gonna work together. Like a pack of alphas don't, you can't do that. Two alphas in one room, they're gonna be fighting and trying to eat each other. It don't work. Like if one of them had a more reserved, laid back personality, that could have worked. But they're both the stars, so and Six a Virgo. You know Virgo's gotta have the spotlight. Ain't that right, Terry? I mean, y'all are the star. I mean, Michael Jackson, Beyonce, no shade. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought they were still doing content. Oh. Anyways, guys, again, I will see y'all on this platform Sunday. And I may do Instagram tomorrow. I know I'm doing TikTok Thursday. All right. I appreciate you guys for coming. I really do. Y'all have a good night, okay?